Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I am starting out at the Rockwood Flagstaff manufacturer. I'm going to do about 8 of their units. Drove up from Cincinnati last night, to be here for this. So hopefully you guys, dig some of the tours. But today, I'm doing one that is pretty darn cool. This is the 2024 Rockwood Signature. 8337 RL. And what I think you're going to like about the Rockwood Signature is you get nice, tall, high, wide slides. So I am 6 feet tall. At least I was, the last time I checked. And you're looking at about 6'1", 6'2" for clearance over here. But you're also getting about 8 feet of headroom because it does have a barreled roof. But it's 6-sided aluminum frame construction. Heated tanks. So you can camp earlier in the spring, later into the fall. There's just a whole lot that they do that is a little bit better. So hopefully you guys, enjoy your tour. Hit that like and subscribe button. All of the specifications, the things like, length, weight, tank sizes, awning sizes, some of that stuff I might not be able to remember is down in the description along with a link for the pricing if this is something that you're interested in. So right here off the bat, you have a big old super slide over here to the right. You have your dinette, which I'll show you here in a moment, but you also get these great recliners. And you see it's got these 2 little cup holders right here, which are, they are in there tight. It's actually got some girth to it. It's pretty heavy. But you got these little cup holders that are built in, so you can pull it out. If you want to have 4 drinks with you, you can, or you can snuggle up with honey buns, and you have a really great view of the TV. Which again I'll show you just here in a second. But these are going to be these quick recline where they lay back really nice and flat. So if you're not somebody that wants to sleep, maybe on a sofa, this is definitely going to be something that's comfortable enough to get the job done. Probably for a weekend. I wouldn't want to say you're on a post up there, every single day. But also, this back area is a little bit unique to Rockwood, Columbus, River Ranch, like some of those higher end fifth wheels. Like you might have seen the one that's all one big ranch. I mean, that was pretty darn cool. It's an expensive little sucker, but they have the same style couch. Not only is it comfortable, but it's on what they call a 50-50 split. So most of the time you get this big old clunky trifold that puts in a little extra effort, even for a guy that's my size to pull out. They're just big, clunky, and cumbersome. Well, this one right here, it lightens it up by splitting it in half, and then you pull out these legs and you drop it down. And now you put down that back area, and now you have a nice, comfortable place to sleep. Whether you want it to be for one person while somebody's at, like maybe that side for your grandkid, and you want to sit down and still watch a show, you can do that. It's a little bit more versatile, but it's also a heck of a lot more convenient when it comes to setting up if you don't want to lug, a whole bunch of things around. Let me put this cushion back on so that the old wife doesn't get on me here. Which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. Can't wait to see you. Our daughter, 2.5 years old, started using the big girl potty pretty regularly. So we hooked her up with a bunch of Bluey gear. Pretty excited about that. And then right up here, you have the black glass insert. And you get a ton of storage. Let me pick you guys, back up here. You also notice, too, before we even get to that, is look at all these windows that are over here. Talk about, a great view. Hopefully you have something like, what's behind us with a little bit of a twist. But there's a ton of trees. They all open up for a good breeze. They're also going to be tinted as well. So, just help keep down on some of the, the summer sun or whatever. But most brands are having that these days, but it's still something to point out. Rockwood Signature in specifics for travel trailers are going to use real wood, not only for the actual door itself, but, right here. Typically, when someone tells you they have, like real wood cabinetry, they're talking about just this front piece, not also, the backer there. And that goes in, just like so. And you're ready to rock. So 50-50 sofa. You also have storage on, not storage, I'm sorry. You have countertops over on both sides as well, to put your books, put your devices. You have 2 outlets, USB and a USB-C, there too as well. And then right over here, this is what I was talking about when you're sitting down in the recliner. This is going to be the view of your entertainment. So whether you're, over here in the recliner, you got a great spot. It's also going to be on a swivel. So if you're going to be sitting down on the dinette, which by the way, right now I do have, clearly in sleeper mode. But if you're sitting down at the dinette, you can still catch a good view, obviously from that oversized or from the other side. if you do put that on a swivel. Fireplace with a, kind of like a little brick look to it. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily my favorite look, but I do think it looks better than just having it be the cabinetry around. That little, kind of the fake brick or so, kind of makes a nice little ambiance, I suppose. You also have the fireplace, and that's going to come in a couple different color modes, so that way you can really set the mood how you want. My personal favorite is like a whitish blue. You're also going to get the solid countertops. So you can see right here, this is not that hard wrap plastic or anything of that nature. It is expensive, it is as heavy, but it is so, so nice. This thing weighs 9,500 pounds dry, so it's not exactly light, but the person that's buying this isn't looking for, a light camper. I sold a lot of these to people that were doing like pipelining or, snowbirding, traveling nurses, things like that are going to need a little bit of a higher end finish for you. The flooring is a nice neutral decor. Just in general, the decor in here is nice. They're also not using carpet. They're using like a marine grade vinyl woven material. And I did forget to point out too, you got stainless steel for the cup holders. And then every one of the windows has your day and night shades. So the half Dracula, and full Dracula. So that way you can block the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out. Underneath this dinette, you've got the rollers, and notice that it's actually on, it's actually built in there. Another thing that Rockwood does is they actually put aluminum underneath instead of just wood beams, which is extremely common. So the example that was used with one of the reps really resonated with me. It's like when if you're a bigger person, let's say like myself, you put your knee right here and you come clunking on down to pull down, the shade. Well, you're putting all that downward pressure on a piece of wood in most brands. Having that aluminum will just stop that, middle place from possibly breaking on that little oopsie moment, which I thought was pretty darn cool, because talk about pissing you off and ruin a vacation is breaking your dinette so you can't sit down again. Back over here, you have a power tower, so you can push down on that, lift it up, and now you have a couple different modes to power up, your cell phone, straight cords, outlets. You also have a 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings. And then you have, an oven that's big enough for, maybe like a little Cornish hen, some pizzas, some cookies. Get things a moving and a grooving. A little light there. Microwave with popcorn mode. And then right here you have extra storage. And if I'm not mistaken in this model, I think you can get a residential. I wouldn't say most people are going to get that. This is going to be a 10.7 12-volt refrigerator, so it's really everything that you need. But I think you can get an actual 20 cubic foot residential. It takes up this entire area. But I'll drop a link to the manufacturer so that way you can check on something like that possibly, if you are ordering it. So right here is going to be your island, and what I like is the way that it's kind of positioned off, not in the dead center, but it's moved over so you still have enough wiggle room to get through, but you also have more of kind of a living room hallway type feel, giving you a straight shot down to your bedroom. There's something about it that just feels a little bit nicer, and I can't quite put my finger on it. But again, the solid surface countertops, outlets, you got some fancy looking little lights trapped in a little glass home. You got the old Steam Sucker 3000 to help circulate some of the air from whatever you're cooking. And then your speaker right here as well. 3 pull-out drawers, all of which are going to be just like this, with the exception that this little dividers won't be in the bottom too. Look at that. Wasn't expecting that. Soft close right there. Little clean cut storage and access to your plumbing. And then you also get hitting those dishes from all angles with your high-rise faucet. 2 drying racks that's kind of swirl on over, and stainless steel under-mounted bowl, which not only looks good, but you can do some dishes there too. So right on over here, baby, this is going to be drunk drawer central if it was my family. But you got a place where you can clean it out, nice and easy, because you got a little oversized but short trash can in there. Pretty darn cool. I'd kind of like to see that be on a roller. I think that would be really neat, to kind of just pull it out as opposed to opening the cabinets. Maybe drop a comment. Let me know what other little tweaks and all that you could kind of think of. Because I'll tell you firsthand, these the reps of the various manufacturers, they definitely listen to it. I can't say the change can be implemented, overnight, but if enough people want it, they will go to kind of where the money is, I would say, as far as like options, like little changes like that. So drop comments and be picky. Storage here is going to be both the same, left and a right, so I don't really need to show you too much on that side. Right here is going to be the entrance, but you also have your fuse box. So right off the bat, you got your fuse box to make sure everything is working. And if it's not, it'll glow up nice and red for you. You also have your control, so all your slides, awnings, you know, your interior lights. If you want to start shutting off lights and whatnot, you can just with a click of a button. Pretty darn easy. And you can also see your tank fills and how full your battery is, as well as the control for the zone 1 and 2. That's going to be for your, you know, your two ACs, which are both going to be 15K, by the way. 30 amp solar charge controller to let you know what the solar's doing. And then right back here is going to be bedroom and then bathroom. And as far as travel trailer bathrooms are concerned, this one is pretty darn snazzy. You have a porcelain foot flush throne, so that way you can sit down, you know, and kind of do your business. You also have a shower. And let me see here. Hopefully, I'm in a good little... You also have a shower, which as you can see, you know, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, and I'm fitting in this just fine. You also have plenty of head height, probably 6'8" to here, maybe 6'4" to there. But you also got a little place where you can, you know, sit your bum down and, you know, shave your legs and do all that kind of stuff. The Tri-Glide Glass series as well. And then you also have the shower miser. So right here, there's that little switch. You know, off is, you know, down. And then basically it'll circulate that air in that hot water tank. And then you flip that up once that turns white or yellow, depending on which one they're using. And, you know, you're not wasting any of that valuable, you know, hot water. Little LED bar here. I just did the and flexed with the mirror like this. So, you know, they hired me because I'm friendly, that's for sure. That is for sure. Don't claim to be something that I'm not there. Not the brightest, but not the dumbest either. Outlets. Stainless steel bowl, plumbing, and then actually, this is the control for the fantastic fan, which is just above us for, you know, a different kind of steam or stink, I suppose. You got a way to suck her on out. And then you got 4 of those here as well. So you got 2 right there, little cubby, and then, you know, 2 more below. Now, the bedroom in this is pretty darn fantastic. You know, again, I mean, this is a travel trailer, but you're getting some fifth wheel amenities. One, you get a lot of walk around room because you have an east to west slide out for the bed. Let me fix my camera here real quick. Oh, fix it too much. You have an east, come on, Hunter. So you have an east to west slide bed, and notice I do like the fact that it has a headboard. You have outlets on both sides right here, which is nice, along with countertop, shelf. But I love the 2 reading lights. My wife is a huge reader. Reads 2-3 books a week, and just having that where she can click it on and off is pretty darn nice, not only for her but for me as well, because we don't have to have a huge lamp kind of blaring out in the room and all that when I'm trying to get some snoozers to head up to Rockwood. Window, overhead storage, and then flip it around. You have your TV backer with an emergency exit window, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry, and then all of the different outlets that you need and a place to put that TV like I just mentioned. The AC has a dump valve. So if you want to disproportionately push the cool air into the bedroom because you know you're not going to be in the living room, open that up, send it through here. It'll send less through the track, more into your room. So you kind of get a little bit of a, you know, convenience factor there, I suppose. This is going to be a hanging closet, or if you would like, as you can see, it is washer and dryer prep. So you have your hot and cold water, you know, your plumbing, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So that way you can, you know, use this as, again, a little bit more full-time like a lot of people are doing. More hanging room. And then I also like how they snuck in countertops, cabinets, and a good view. I mean, I just think that is super nice in a camper to not feel claustrophobic. I mean, imagine you're on vacation. You're in a gravel lot with campers all around you. Beautiful, baby. Look at that 2017 Honda Civic. Shining like justice with a dent in the driver's side door. Outlets, USBs. Outlets, no USBs. Storage. Bada bing, bada boom. And then underneath the bed here, you got a little bit more. And again, that aluminum frame construction. So 2 different sections. These are going to be 2 pull-out drawers. This one's got access from the outside, so you can put some of your easier items, you know, there too. But guys, drop comments. Let me know what you think. If you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Trying to hit 75,000 subscribers here by the end of 2024. And it's looking lofty, but, you know, with some help, I could definitely get there. But just in case, 2024 Rockwood Signature 8337RL. And all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link for the pricing. So now we're on the outside. So again, 6-sided aluminum frame construction, fiberglass exterior with dual awnings, so both of which kick out, provide you with some great shade. You're also going to get your power stabilizing jacks, and they're going to be the ground control, so they're a little bit beefier. I mean, they're some beefy body boys for sure. You also have your solar on the side for 20 amps. These are going to be the control for the docking lights. So right there, just to kind of help you at night, it'll shine up really nice and bright for you. You have a rock guard, the molded fiberglass front cap, which is always a big time plus. And then right here is going to be the control for your electric auto leveling, which you don't really see, you know, every day. I would assume that this is going to be for a bracket to put on like a griddle, which I'm sure is in probably the storage underneath the bed. I probably just missed it there. But little outdoor kitchen action, because you have your LP Quick Connect, you know, right here. Cable satellite hookups. You also have a place to put a TV. Frameless windows on the exterior portions, framed in windows on the side. You also get the kind of stairs that flip up into the doorway, screen door, and the safety rail, which comes down, you know, just a hair longer to help you kind of get up and in. You also have some of the Goodyear Endurance tires with the tire pressure monitoring system. So not only are they, you know, bigger, beefier tires, but you also have the monitoring system to make sure you're not overinflated, underinflated, you know, or any of that good stuff. All that stuff that you don't want, you know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower. You also have a bumper with a 2-inch receiver that has a 300-pound weight capacity, a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof, and your prep for your backup camera. That's going to be where you're going to plug in the unit. You also have a place where you can put in your potable water. That's going to be the storage for the underneath the bed. And then right here is going to be your docking station. So cable, satellite, city water connection, black tank flush, you know, which is going to be sprinkler system there for your poop tank. Back end of the hot water heater, which I'm a fan of the hot water heater being gas and electric, not just the propane. But you also notice that all of the valves link up into one central part. So that is kind of cool, one central point. And I'm sorry, that was not... That's behind the TV. I don't know where I was talking about the bed. I'm usually thinking about the beds in the back. Let's see what's underneath here. Just a little bit of extra sneaky storage. Slam latch doors. This is the storage here underneath the bed. And I also like the fact that, you know, it has it's nothing major, but it's magnetic as opposed to those cheap plastic clips. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's that griddle. And then flip it around here to the old little Stataroonies. Dry weight 9,500 pounds. And then 36 feet 8 inches for the length. The rest will be down in that description. But a place for 2 batteries, battery disconnect, your oversized propane bottles, and then your power tongue jack. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 Rockwood Signature 8337RL. See you. Meow, 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 meow.